Hello students, let's try to solve one more problem from IIT JAM 2021. This is MSQ problem and 2 marks problem, and this is from the modern physics problem, and it is from particle in box. And it is given that a particle is confined into one dimensional box of width L, and state is given. This state is superposition of psi1 and psi2. And we have to check different physical average value of different physical quantities and error related to that physical quantities. So we have to check what is average value of momentum, what is error into momentum, average value of energy, and average value of position also. So let's try to solve it in a very analytical method. So this is superposition of psi1 and psi2. That means if I am talking about psi1, the momentum is associated to psi1 is pi h cut upon L as well as minus pi h cut upon L. And similarly, momentum associated with psi2 is 2 pi h cut upon L and minus 2 pi h cut upon L. So what we can see? We can see that these two momentum is moving in opposite direction, but its coefficient is same. So probability associated with these two momentum will same, as well as these two momentum associated with psi2 also move in opposite direction and probability will be same. So obviously I can easily claim that average value of momentum is 0. So average value of momentum will 0. Now let's try to go for average value of, we have to calculate delta P, and delta P means we have to calculate actually average value of P square minus average value of P whole square. So we have make conclusion in a very nice way that average value of P is 0. So delta P is actually nothing but average value of P square, root under average value of P square. So this is our thing. So when we are going to calculate average value of P square, that means we have to make the square of this positive as well as negative. So both will contribute to this one. So average value of P square is given by 1 upon 3 into, we can also get this value as pi square h cut square upon L square plus 2 upon 3, and the P square associated with these two things is given by basically 4 pi square h cut square upon L square. And when we are going to calculate this particular thing, so then this will be 9 pi square h cut square upon 3 L square. So this will be 3 pi square h cut square upon L square, but in problem it is given in term of h. So I have to put h cut upon, h cut is equal to, we have to put h cut is equal to h upon 2 pi. So when we will put h upon 2 pi, then this value is 3 pi square h upon 4 pi square L square. So this pi square will cancel out and there is h square. So we can put the average delta P is equal to root under 3 h square upon 4 L square, and this value is equal to root 3 by 2 h upon L. Yes, this is correct option. So we can go for this, but before that we have to make from the analogy and from the concept that yes, P is equal to 0. And now look at here, if delta P is not equal to, if delta P is some finite value, so delta P is some finite value, that is this particular number, that means my delta x should be some finite value. It should not be equal to 0, because if delta x will be 0, then delta P should be go up to very large number. So it should go to the something like infinity. which is not possible here. So here we need not to calculate this particular thing, because if delta p is finite, it will ensure you that delta x will not equal to 0. So yes, this value is equal to this value is wrong. We are not going to calculate this particular thing. Now we have to just go for one particular term, that is option C, and we have to calculate the average value of energy, which is very easy to calculate. So we can easily calculate the average value of energy. So average value of energy is equal to 1/3 into pi square h cut square upon 2 ml square plus 2/3 into pi square h cut square upon, that is 4 into pi square h cut upon 2 ml square. So we can have, again, this value is something like 9 pi square h cut square upon 6 ml square. And again we can put the value of h cut, and this value is basically 3 into 2. I can put the value of h cut, that is h cut is equal to h upon 2 pi. So when we will put the value of h cut here, then we will easily get that average value of energy is equal to 3 pi square h square upon 8 ml square. So yes, this option is also correct. We can calculate these two options very easily, but for this one and that particular thing, we can easily analyze the concept and then we can find the final conclusion. So for me, the answer is A, B, C is there, D is wrong option. Thank you.